welcome back to the Cocked Dice. We're back again with another Harry Potter miniature adventure game from Knight Models. Let's take a look at the sides for tonight's game. So in Dumbledore's army tonight we have the following characters. We've got Hermione Granger. She's coming with a Time Turner, always useful piece of kit. She also has Counter Spell as her innate spell, along with Stupefy and Wingardium Leviosa to kind of help with the objectives. We've got Luna Lovegood. She comes with Stupefy. She's Ravenclaw, which is quite useful for some of the objectives again. She's coming with Defendo, which is a long-range casting spell, and Protego, so she's going to kind of hang around in the crowd and keep safe. We've got Hagrid. He comes with his crossbow. He's awesome. He's large. He's a professor. He's incredibly difficult to take off the table, and he's quite quick because he's got the extra 2 points of movement. He's also got Hagrid's Umbrella, which I'm using to also buy Electra Ascendra, so when he casts that he gets +1 success, which basically makes him Mastery 2. We've got Harry Potter. He's coming with, obviously he gets innate ability of Expecto Patronum. He's got Flipendo and Stupefy for some damage dealing, along with an anti-paralysis potion just in case we get hit with any of the Petrificus Totalises that I think the likes of Draco come with. And finally we've got Neville Longbottom, a really good cheap character. He's got Petrificus Totalis, giving him Stupefy and a Pugno, so he's got a nice rounded set of casting with varying different cooldowns, so he should always have something to cast. With Herbology Expert, he's going to buy himself an Exploding Potion. And playing for Team Death Eaters, well, not really. The bad guys for tonight's game are the Inquisitorial Squad, led of course by Dolores Umbridge. She has got a Death Eater Professor upgrade. She has Crucio as her innate ability, and I've also given her Silencio and Apparition. So she's going to be quite quick moving and get around a bit and hopefully cause some damage. We have Electo Caro, so she's got a Death Eater wand, also comes with Crucio, has Impedimentia and Stupefy. She's also got the Cruelty trait, which means any friendly models with the Apprentice trait within 3 spaces get +1 dice to the roll. +1 die to the roll when casting a Crucius spell, and that's important in the moment. Then we have Draco Malfoy. He comes innately with Petrificus Totalis. He will also have Crucio and Finite Incantatem. We've got Pansy Parkinson. She comes with Stupefy as an innate, and I'm also buying a Serpent Sortier for a bit of kind of board control. And then finally we have Gregory Goyle. He comes with Expelliarmus, which is probably one of the most useless spells in the game, but we've got it anyway. I've also given him an anti-paralysis potion and Crucio, so we've got 4 Crucios across the team there, so this is going to be pretty dangerous. And here's our board setup for tonight's game. We have the Hogwarts crew over in their deployment zone on the far side of the board. On the near side of the board we have the Inquisitorial Squad set up over here. I'll quickly run through objectives. The Inquisitorial Squad have Spell Slinging, Find the Lair, which means they need to get to their opponent's deployment zone, and they also have Treasure, which is marked by this icon over there. For the Dumbledore's Army Hogwarts crew, they have the More the Better, so whenever they score any number of VPs during a round they score 1 additional one. They have Recover, which is marked by this objective marker here, and they also have Land Grab, which requires them to get adjacent to their enemy's deployment zone. So we've got a lot of movement tonight. We're going to have to be quite quick off the feet as per usual. It's a 6-turn game, and we are playing with my custom adventure stroke casting deck, which I've revamped a little since last time. Has a few different abilities, but I will show all the cards on screen as I use them. Right, and here we are for the first turn. It is the start phase. I've had a quick look across the cards and haven't got anything to play within the start phase just yet. So we'll move on to the magic phase. Power pools are replenished already. The heroes have a total of 7 cunning. So they've got 7 power counters plus 4 on the students. The Inquisitorial Squad have 10 power plus 3 on the students. So we'll move on to the initiative phase, With 10 cunning, the Inquisitorial Squad have the initiative for this round of the game. So they'll be going first. So I think we're going to use Pansy Parkinson first of all. She's going to move 1, 2, 3. Didn't have the extra movement one, did I? No. So she's going to move 3 round to there. 1, 2, she'll move diagonally to there. 3 actually. And then she's going to cast a Serpent Sortier. It is difficulty 4. Oh, she gets 2. Come on. Nope, she fails that unfortunately. So over to Dumbledore's army, and he's going to activate Hagrid first. He's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. He's going to target 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can indeed. He's going to target Pansy Parkinson with his crossbow. So it's bonus 3. Should be a good easy shot this is. 2 successes there. He gets a total of 5 successes for the crossbow. Pansy has a defense of none. So she needs to get a lot of successes here. Oh, come on. 3 she manages, so that's 3. That leaves Hagrid with 2 solid successes, and he does 2 damage to Pansy. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the damage counters on the board, just so you've got a visual clue as to who's injured and who's not. So we're going to use, we'll get a Caro up, stay hidden for now. So 1, 2, 3, don't have anything to move her further. Okay, back to Dumbledore's army. We'll use Harry. He's going to do one more, so he's going to move first. 1, 2, 3 to there. He's then going to cast his Patronus. Now he's next to a Professor, so he gets a single lucky dice. He's looking for 4 successes. We'll play Dueling Champion. So he gets +1 dice to this, +1 lucky dice to this, so he's got 2 lucky dice in here. So he's got 3 successes there, plus his 2 mastery, gives him 5 successes in total, and we'll place us a Patronus, and he's going to pop it just here, because that gives it a... yeah, that should be okay. It gives him a nice little blob where, oh actually Hagrid's out of it, so we'll pop it there for now. It gives him a bit of space to move around. So we'll use Draco. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 up to there, and he will Crucio against Harry. 3 dice, +1 lucky dice for being next to Elector Caro, and he gets +1 dice to the roll. So he actually rolls 4 dice for this, plus a lucky dice from Caro's Cruelty ability. So this is friendly models with the apprentice trait within 3 spaces, gain +1 dice to the Crucio. So he's got a reasonably good chance of getting through Harry with his +1 defence. It's not awful. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes there. We throw the lowest dice away, of course. So 5 successes, plus his 2 mastery gives him 7 in total. Harry gets 3 dice plus a lucky dice for his chosen one. He's also got 3 defense, so we're looking for at least 4 successes here. Oh, it's not looking good for Harry. He scores only 2 successes. Added to his 2 gives him 4. That leaves Draco with a total of 3 successes, and that's more than enough to cast a Crucio. So Harry takes 2 points of damage. So I'll have Luna go. She's going to go 1, 2, 3 here. She is going to cast Diffindo, which is a range 6 spell, against Pansy. She will also use Focused Casting. This spell inflicts 1 additional damage. 3 dice plus a lucky dice. It's going to cost her 1 power. It's a good roll. Not that good. So 3 successes there. Plus her 2. And then we'll go with Pansy, who has 3 dice in defence. She's got no cards to use. She gets 3 successes, 4 successes in total. So that reduces Luna down to a single success. Defendo is difficulty 0, so she succeeds there, and that causes 2 more damage to Pansy, which knocks her up to the last level. We'll use Umbrage, I think. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 3. I can't. I'm cheating there. Yeah, that's all she can do, unfortunately. Back over to Hogwarts. We shall use. So I think Neville can just move up 1, 2, 3. Everyone's this side, and I think Goyle's going to need to get near a teacher. So he's going to come 1, 2, 3 around this way. He's a little too far away to cast anything of any use. And finally Hermione is going to stick nice and close to everyone else and come in 1, 2, 3 over here. And she could use her advanced action to spin her time turner, and she can move anywhere within 3 spaces. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3 to here. Okay, that is the end of the first turn. I'll be back in a minute for round 2. Okay, we're back for round 2, moving swiftly on. It's the start phase. Have we got any cards to play? So Dumbledore's army are going to play Twist of Fate. There's 1 lucky dice. That's going to go on to Neville. Try and boost him. He gets 1 lucky dice for any attack rolls he makes this round. Okay, we will move on to the magic phase. We've replenished our power pool, so it's 10 for the Inquisitorial Squad and 7 for Dumbledore's army. Pay upkeeps, so Harry will have to pay 2 to keep the Patronus running, and Malfoy is going to keep his Crucio running. That costs him only 1, so I think that's going to hurt Harry. Harry moves to his final point of damage as well. Okay, so that is upkeeps done. We'll do cooldown clocks next. And it is, of course, the Inquisitorial Squad to go first. I think it better be Pansy before she gets killed. Oh, she is within 3 of a teacher. 1, 2, 3. Yes, she is now. So she is going to cast Stupefy onto. I might have to cast it on Hermione. It's not a great idea, but it will do. So she'll spend 1 power. She's then also going to use. She's going to use the Clear Mind ability, so she can ignore penalties for accumulated damage. So she's rolling 3 dice plus a lucky dice for being near a teacher. She's only got 1 mastery. Not overly slightly more hopeful though. I'm definitely more hopeful. So she has managed, she chucks the lowest dice roll away. So she's managed 4 successes there. She's on 3, Hermione's going to be on 3 defense dice, and she's actually defense 3. So she only needs to get, she needs to reduce it to 0, doesn't she? You need at least 1 success. So she needs to get 2 successes here. Okay, she manages that, and some. That gets cancelled off. So it is back over to our Hogwarts crew, and it's going to have to be Luna. Now, so first up, she's going to spend 2 power and Protego against Harry. Or should I do it against Hermione at the front? Now, Hermione's got a counter spell. It costs me 3 power though. 2 power for that. So yeah, we'll Protego Harry. Make sure no one can get to him. So difficulty 4. She's got 2 mastery. It shouldn't be. She gets an extra dice. She gets 1 success. That's only 3 successes there. So that fails. So instead, she's going to move in front of Harry, and she'll take the damage herself. Rightio, it's back over to the Inquisitorial Squad, and we'll use Goyle. So he's going to move 1, 2, like that. He's going to cast Crucio against Luna. Oh, it's a good one. So, and he gets a bonus dice as well because he's near a professor. No, he chucks the lowest ones away. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 successes there. Added to his native of 1, that gives him 5 successes in total. I think I get another dice as well because of cruelty. Oh. 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. He gets 8 successes in total. So, Luna only has a defense of 1, so I'm actually going to have to counterspell this. Yeah, we're going to have to counterspell it from Hermione. So that's going to cost me 3 power. Difficulty of Crucio is 1. No, it's the power cost, isn't it? So it's 3. So we will counterspell. Difficulty is equal to the number of power points used to trigger the spell plus 1. Okay, so it's going to take me 4. It's only 2 successes from Hermione here. Hermione scores no successes whatsoever. Therefore, Luna must make a defense roll. She defends 2. That takes it down to only 6 successes from Goyle. That's definitely crucioed. So Luna takes 2 points of damage. That's Luna's one there. So we're going to use Neville. He's going to play swift-footed first of all. From last time, this gives the character 1 additional move. So you can move 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, he's in range of Hagrid still because of weird diagonals for this game. So he's going to cast against Dolores Umbridge. He will Petrificus Totalis her. That's going to cost him 2 power. He gets 3 dice. He gets 1 extra dice for being close to Hagrid. He gets another lucky dice because of Twist of Fate. So he's going to go for this. He scores, I'll throw 2 of them away. He only scores 3 successes, but that's all he can get. So that gives him a total of 5 successes there. Umbridge is going to defend, nothing to play. She only gets a single success. That's 3 from her. That takes Neville down to just 2 successes, which is enough to Petrificus Totalis. Umbridge, she is now petrified. So I think I will do Caro next. So she is going to 1, 2 to here. And she will Crucio against Luna. So there we go. Oh, she only gets a single success there. I've got no cards to play at all. So she gets a total of 3 successes. Luna gets 3 dice. She's got nothing to play. Or not. So Luna gets 2 successes. That reduces it down to a single success. It's only difficulty 1, so that succeeds. And Luna takes another 2 points of damage. Right, we're on to our heroes again. And Hagrid's kind of boxed in, which is frustrating. Yeah, Hagrid is really going to struggle here, so he can literally just move 1 forward and 1 to the side. Now, I'm not sure if he can see. I suppose you can do it with cover, can't we? Count these as blocking terrain. He will cast. He will crossbow. Removable crossbow. Pansy down here. Oh, it's a good roll from Harry. From Hagrid. So he's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes plus the 3. That gives him a total of 8 successes. Pansy can't roll up now. Oh no, she's clear-minded, isn't she? So she can roll up. But she needs a lot of. She needs slightly more than 1 success. So she is hit in the face with a crossbow for 2 damage, and she is removed from the game. So since we've got a lot of power, I think we're going to cast from Malfoy. He's going to cast Petrificus Totalis on Hermione. It's 2 power. She hasn't got a counter spell now. So 3 dice plus a lucky dice. And lucky he is. Roll 2 and roll up another one. I'm out of dice. Let's roll that one there. And another one. And another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another throw my lowest away. So 6 successes there. Plus his mastery of 2. He has a total of 8 successes. Dear Hermione. So she's got 3 defense plus 1 for the. So she's got 3 defense because of the Patronus. She rolls badly, so that's only a 4. So that reduces Draco down to just 4 successes. I say just 4 successes. 4 successes, and Totalis has gone off. She is petrified. Harry is going to have to go on the attack, I think. So he's going to move 2, 3, 1, 2 to here. Taking his damage with him. So he's going to cast Flipendo for 2 power. He's going to use Clear Mind. So as before, he ignores his accumulated damage for the round, so he can roll dice up. So Flipendo is difficulty 1. He's got 3 dice plus a dice from Hagrid because he is within 3. 1, 2, 3. It's a good one. He gets to throw one of those away, but he can roll up. He gets to throw the lowest away, so he would have still had 4 successes there. Added to his Mastery of 2 gives him a total of 6 successes. Caro has a defense of 1, nothing to play. She gets 4 successes. That takes him down to just 2 and successfully casts Flipendo. Target model suffers 2 magical damage and push 2 effect. So she has to move directly away from him, which will be 1, 2. She's now damaged. And I think that's all my activations for the round. So that's the end of round 2. I'll clear up and we'll be back in a minute for round 3. Okay, we are back with round 3. Onto the start phase, and I think we've got anything to play. And yes, we will. So the Inquisitorial Squad are going to play Misfortune on Luna. Nothing else to play there. So next we are going into the magic phase. Next we're into the magic phase. We'll replenish our power pools. I've done that. We've got 7 for Dumbledore's army, and we're down to 8 for the Inquisitorial Squad. And we'll pay upkeeps. So I've wasted a card there. So first of all, I'm going to pay 2 power to upkeep Crucio. So 2 power, and that will kill Luna. Next, Harry will pay his upkeep for the Patronus. So I think the first action of the round is going to be Umbridge back in the game. So our first activation of the round is going to be Malfoy. He is going to spend 2 power to Finite Incantatem on Umbridge. Get rid of that Petrificus Totalis, Petrify effect. He's got 3 dice. He gets an extra dice for being near a professor, the lucky dice. Chucks one of them away. He manages 2 successes there. Added to his Mastery of 2 gives him 4 successes, and that will successfully remove that. He's then going to move 1, 2, 3 over here. We'll go with Neville because he's seen an opportunity here. He will cast a Pugno onto Caro. He'll play Dueling Champion for +1 automatic success. So he's got 3 dice plus a lucky dice. So he is looking for a difficulty of 1. It's a good roll. There we go, so we shut one of those 3s away. And lucky dice. So we've got 4 successes there, plus his 2 gives him a total of 6 successes. Caro's defense. Oh, she only gets 2 successes, so that's +1 for hers, 3. That reduces Neville down to 2, and that means a Pugno goes off. A Pugno does 3 physical damage. It is a powerful little spell. So that takes her up to 1, 2, take her to the next level, and a 3 will kill Caro. She has nothing to stop that. She got 7 because I forgot about the extra success. He's not moved yet, so he's next going to lob his Exploding Potion at Draco. So he's got a free Exploding Potion for his Potioneer, Herbology Expert, sorry. Now unfortunately he's not a Potioneer, so he is on he's on dice only. Don't think of anything exciting, so I'll just do that. So he gets 2 successes there. So Draco needs to get at least 1 success to defend against that. Oh, he doesn't! Draco takes an Exploding Potion to the face. Now, unfortunately, unlike some of the other Exploding Potions, it only does 2 damage. Okay, it's back to the Inquisitorial Squad and we're short of people. So we'll use Umbridge. She's going to go 1, 2. And she will cast Silencio on Harry. It's going to cost me 1 power. She gets 3 successes there, so that gives her a total of 5 successes. Harry gets 3 dice plus a lucky dice for defense. He gets 3 and 1. So Harry gets 4 successes plus his defense of 2. And extra 1 for being near the Patronus, defense of 3, so that's 7 successes. That easily gets rid of that, so he's not silenced. That's useful. Okay, and then we're over to Harry and Chums. I'm going to do Harry next. First of all, he's going to use his Enterprise Potion on Hermione and remove that. So that's 1 use, and that is used. So that's his basic action, is use Potion. He's then going to use Stupefy against, so we may as well go against Umbridge. That's 3 successes there for Harry. Oh, he gets an extra dice as well. So it's still 3 successes. He gets an extra dice from being near Hagrid. Umbridge, she's not going to care about this. She gets 1, 2, 3 successes, plus her other one is 4. Harry got 4 successes, didn't he? 5, 6. She's got 4 in total, so that takes it down to 1. Yes, that works then. So she's stupefied, she takes a single point of damage. I think we're going to go 1, 2, 3 this way. And try and get some points by sneaking around the side and beating up Neville. So that's Goyle gone. Got nothing to particularly cast there. And finally, we've got Hermione, fresh from her Petrify. She is going to start with Wingardium Leviosa. 3 dice plus 1 for being near Hagrid. She gets 4 successes, throws 1 away, 3 successes there, plus 2 on a card, gives her 5 successes in total. So she can move a quest marker up to 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, like that. Now that is a recover, so your opponent must place 1 objective marker on the board no closer than 3 spaces to any board edge. Any friendly models in space adjacent to the marker during its activation can remove the marker from the board and place it on the character card. She will do that. If during any round the model with the marker enters its original deployment zone, she can score 3 VP. Guess what she's going to do next? She's going to run away. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3 back into her deployment zone, and that will score 3 victory points. We'll draw a new card. Now have Find the Lair. Any friendly model enters ends its activation in a space adjacent to opponents. Yeah, that's good. I'll keep that. Right, that is the end of round 3. I'll clear up. I'm back in a minute for round 4. So we're into the start phase, and I think we're going to start with Dumbledore's army. They're going to play Misfortune on Umbridge, and then Inquisitorial Squad will play Twist of Fate on Draco. And then we'll move into the magic phase. So I've done my replenished power pools. The Dumbledore's army have 6 power and the Inquisitorial Squad have only 5. We'll pay upkeep, so that's going to be Harry's Patronus. We'll keep that running for now. And I've got nothing else up. So we'll do all of our cooldowns. So Dumbledore's army will play in the magic phase Spell Lore. Advance the cooldown clock 1 step for all spells with a power of 3 or less on 1 character. So we use that on Neville, which means that Petrificus Totalis and Apugno are both active again, as is Stupefy, so he is right back on his game now. So we're on to initiative, and this time Dumbledore's army has the initiative for the round, and we're going to start with Neville, who's going to stay really still. He is going to chuck a spell straight at Malfoy. Neville is going to cast Apugno. That does 3 damage, so if this works, this will kill Malfoy. It's going to cost me 2 power. Nope, he's got no cards to use, so he gets 3 dice plus a lucky dice. Off we go, Neville. He has 4 successes there. So he's got 4 plus 2 is 6. Draco has nope, nothing to play. So he poor old Draco. He only gets a single success. That takes Draco up to 3 successes. So we knock that off. Neville's 6, that takes him down to 3. And that's more than enough for a Pugno, so we've just killed Draco Malfoy for 3 damage. This game is very, very deadly. And then we'll move 1, 2, 3 like that. Because Neville's managed to move right into the enemy deployment zone, we will score Find the Lair for 2 victory points. And we've drawn Treasure Trove. The opponent places 2 objective markers within 4 inch spaces of any board edge. Placing these 2 right down in this bottom corner down here. In fact, I should spread them apart like that. Okay, that's Neville done. So we will have to use Umbridge instead. She is going to apparate. She'll use Dueling Master for 2 extra successes. That takes her to 4 successes. So essentially, as long as she doesn't fail all these dice, she's managed to apparate. She's got Misfortune. Oh, Umbridge! Umbridge! So that's 0 successes. Now, one of the tweaks that the Harry Potter group suggested, and I decided to play in all the games, is if you get 0 successes, your spell automatically fails. So even though she has got Mastery of 2 plus 2 automatic successes, and apparate is a difficulty of 4, because she rolled no successes on a dice roll, that spell fails and goes into cooldown. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3 over here. So Harry is going to come. He's got no spells to cast. I need to leave room for Hagrid, so actually Hagrid better go first. So Hagrid will go. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good chunk. And he's going to shoot his crossbow at Umbridge while she toddles off. Got no cards to use, so it's a straight roll. He rolls well. No, he doesn't. He gets 2 successes for a total of 5. And Umbridge rolls 2 successes plus 1 defence for a total of 3. Oh, she's got to roll the Jinx dice as well, actually. No, she gets 2 successes for a total of 2. That reduces Hagrid down to 3 successes. And that hits her with 2 damage. So she's up to there. And I've just realised she should have spent an extra power when she cast a spell before. Goyle literally has nothing to do until Crucio comes up again, and he's never going to cast it. So he's going to run. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. So on his activation, we'll play Shifting Battle. That gets him an extra 4 spaces of move. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts him 1 square outside it. So that will indeed score Find the Lair. When a friendly model ends its activation in a space within or adjacent to the opponent's deployment zone, score 2 victory points and discard the cap. That's 2 for them. And we draw another one. That's Land Grab. Oh, these are coming out in a very similar order. Next, we're back to Hogwarts Crew, and so we'll go with Harry. He's going to move 1, 2, 3. He's got no spells to cast because everything's on cooldown. Then there's no one else on Inquisitorial Squad side, so we've got just Hermione to go. Come around here, 1, 2, 3. She should move this way. And cast Stupefy onto Goyle. That's 3. She gets an extra 1 for being, she's nowhere near Hagrid. 1, 2, oh she is near Hagrid, yep, so she gets 3 dice. Plus 1 lucky dice. Doesn't do her much good. She gets 3 successes there though. Gives her 5 in total. Goyle. Oh, rolls plenty. He gets 3 plus 1's 4. That reduces her down to 1 success. Stupefy works still. He takes a single point of damage. Right, that is the end of round 4. We'll move on to round 5. The 5th and penultimate round, we're going to start with the Dumbledore's army, and we're going to start with Harry. He will kick the round off with Flipendo being cast upon Umbridge. So he gets 3 dice plus a lucky dice for casting near Hagrid. He's got no cards to play. See how he does. That'll do. So he scores 3 successes there, plus his 2. Gives him a total of 5. Umbridge has any defence cards? No defence cards. Ooh. No, she gets 2 plus 1's 3. That reduces Harry down to just 2 successes. Flippindo is difficulty 1. She takes 2 magical damage. And dies. That is Umbridge out of the game. And then Harry will move 1, 2, 3, like that. Yeah, it's over to the Inquisitorial Squad. The only thing I've got to do, unfortunately, is Crucio from Goyle. He'll cast that against Hermione. He's only got 3 dice. He will use Deadly Curse. This spell inflicts 2 additional damage. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 successes there, plus his 1 gives him a total of 5 successes. Hermione is near the Patronus still, so she needs to get at least 2 successes here. Oh, she doesn't make it! Oh, that's a turn up for the books tonight. It's cost him 1 extra power. Cost him all of his power, basically. 4 power for that. So Hermione gets 1 success, adds to her 3, takes it to 4 successes. That reduces Goyle down to a single success, and luckily it's a difficulty 1 spell, and that goes off. Hermione takes 4 damage to the face. Oh, Hermione, oh, that's Harry that's wounded, isn't it? Hermione is down to her last point of damage, and then Goyle will move. He's going to step behind this terrain here, get himself out of sight a little bit. Hermione's got nothing useful to do, so she's just going to come 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3, like that. Obviously there's no Inquisitorial Squad, so I'll just finish off the turn. We'll go Hagrid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, last of all Neville, he will move 1, 2, just like that, and stay just within me. I can go 1 more and be 1 outside it, isn't he? And that is the end of the round. We will score their land grab. At the end of any round, at least 2 friendly moles are in a space within or adjacent to the deployment zone. Both Harry and Neville are. So we score 2 more victory points for that. And I've forgotten it several other turns, but we also score an extra point for the more the better. I think at this point I'm going to end the game there at the end of turn 5. Dumbledore army have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 victory points. The Inquisitorial Squad have only 2, and they've got no way of coming back from that with just Goyle on the board. So we'll call it quits there for tonight. I think that was a really interesting game. And thanks for joining us here at the Clock Dice. Why not like this video and add a comment below? It really helps boost the channel. And while you're at it, if you click on the icon below, you can subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates as soon as they're live. Why not check out some of our other videos and playlists? You can click on the ones on screen right now. Take care, and we'll see you next time.